Hello. Today the new game Evil Dead, the game did release, and you are probably still considering if you should buy this or not. And to help you with that decision, besides the fact that I'm telling you that it is immensely fun to play, I will show you the key points of gameplay to make that decision a bit easier for you. So a quick about me section here. I've played over 2,000 hours of Dead by Daylight, over 500 hours of Fun Showdown, over 5,000 hours of Dota 2, and a couple other games, like basically every multiplayer title out there. And so far I haven't seen a game that is like this one. Like the idea itself is more of dungeon, like trying to make Dungeon Keeper into a multiplayer game than any of like the previously named games. More like Left 4 Dead 2 if the person that like made the levels is an actual person. And that is absolutely unique in gameplay, and I've not seen that before, that every role gets controlled by the player. So I would say the easiest way to understand Evil Dead the game would be to imagine you had a Left 4 Dead level, or like any kind of zombie shooter level, but the person that is placing the zombies, or the computer that is placing the zombies for you, creating like the situations for you, is actually another player. And that is exactly how Demon plays like. You can spawn zombies and other monsters, and you can control them for a bit. And play around with them, use their abilities, try to single out a survivor and all that. So it is, if you're looking for a Dead by Daylight clone, or if you're looking for a game that plays like any similar, like VHS or any similar game like that, this is not what Evil Dead the game is about. This game is entirely different. It is way more of creating a multiplayer experience as the demon for the survivors that make it challenging, and less about like the chase, which is like the main selling factor of Dead by Daylight, or playing hide and seek with the monster. Like that doesn't work. That's not what the game is about. It is like, I think the closest comparison is probably Left 4 Dead 2, just the game director suddenly is a person and a human, and you are that human, or you can be that human. So let's talk about the objectives in this game. The key objective of the survivors is to A, find a map, B, summon that map in a sword, then find a dagger, grab that dagger, then interrupt a ritual to get access to the Necronomicon, and then defend the Necronomicon to banish the demon. Simple as that. The key objective for the demon is to stop exactly that. And there's various ways how demons can interact with survivors, and we'll go through that in a specific video. I want to make a little tutorial on how to play demon, what key points are important, and what hidden mechanics you should know about that the game doesn't necessarily tell you about, or you might have just clicked through the tutorial too fast to realize them, as I did. The gameplay for survivors depends heavily on team play. A single survivor is basically powerless against the demon. And I have to compare it to Dead by Daylight more and more, because I feel like mainly, or like a lot of Dead by Daylight player will be very interested in this game, since the game is struggling so hard and they're looking for alternatives. So as a solo survivor, you cannot do much in this game. You need to work as a team. If the demon finds a soloed out survivor, they can take advantage of that, absolutely destroy them, and on top of that, gain levels on their deaths or on the downs. And you really don't want an over-leveled demon if you're playing Survivor. So my general verdict of this game, and this is before we get into tutorials and all these things, which will be another video, the game is immensely fun. And especially as a demon, it is just great. Just getting this complete control over like the match flow, and trying to outsmart survivors with traps, with summons, with all that, is just super good. Survivor as a solo player, however, didn't feel really good. Like, people don't really know how the game works yet, and that means the solo queue experience is quite horrific, since everyone is just like running in circles, and I guess people don't really play tutorials anymore, even though the game forces you to do so. So it is a quite rough experience, but we'll also make a video about that. So don't worry, we will cover these grounds. In general, the game seems very complicated when you look at it the first time. It is very simple though, and the moment you realize that, you will find it very fun too, I would assume. Alright, to sum it up. So survivors have the objective of finding the Necronomicon. To do that, they first need to find a map, create some kind of rift with that map, awaken the dagger, then use the dagger to stop a ritual, and in the end, they have to use the Necronomicon to banish the demon. The demon has to stop all that, and has the end objective, if we reach that phase, to destroy the Necronomicon. It is as that simple. It might look very confusing because there's a lot of going on the screen, but it is, after all, not that hard to play, and it's immensely fun. So stay tuned for more videos about Evil Dead the game. I will make a tutorial on how to play Demon next, because there's a lot of things the game doesn't really tell you all that great. So thank you for watching this video. Click the subscribe thing and the bell icon if you want to stay tuned for more videos. I'd also appreciate if you'd stop by my Twitch. I'll be playing this game a lot in the next couple days because it's hella fun, as I said a couple times before. So have a great day, and thank you. Goodbye.